What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up, my people? What's up? What's up? Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself, everybody. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Don't know a thing already. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, everybody. Welcome to Jamaica 87. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good day. Wherever time zone you're watching from, good morning. Wherever time zone you're watching from, welcome to Jamaica 87, guys. Welcome, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell. That every time I uploaded a video, you would be the first one to be notified. If you want to reach out to me, guys, yes, you can go in the description. You see all form of social media where you can reach out to me. You understand what I mean? If you have any suggestion, please, I'm asking you to email me those suggestions. If you have a topic that you want me to research and talk about, please look in the description. You see my email and you see my other social media platform. Reach out to me, guys, on those platforms. You understand what I mean? And remember, guys, continue to support the channel. Continue to watch the videos, long form videos, short form videos. Yeah? And support the YouTube channel, guys. Please, may I ask you, guys, do. Guys, we have a problem. We have a problem. Sorry, guys. Beckford, Wagwan. We have a problem, guys. We have a problem. You see, I have a lot of things to say. A lot of things to say. Right? And whenever time I create the long form videos, yeah, I'm not getting as much people watching those videos, right? So I have to just sum up everything in our 3-minute videos and post it as short, right? Sometimes I just want to express myself in a long video, but me have less people watching the long form videos than the short videos. I don't know why, you know what I mean? But, I'm happy that the message is going out anyhow. So, we're thankful, yeah? But we want to big up on yourself, guys, for the support. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Jamaica 87. Again, rock on coming, people. When are the rock on coming, rock on coming? Let me have a conversation here this morning. You know what I mean? The Cuban issue is not going away. It's still in the news media. Yeah? It's not going away for now. The Cuban issue is not going away for now. You understand? And we have that to talk about. We have that to talk about. We have that to talk about, guys. And many others we have to talk about. Many other things we have to talk about this morning, too, We're just going to free flow, you know what I mean? And see if we make any sense out of the nonsense that is taking place on the media and on social media. Yeah? We have seen where the women movement of the PMP came out and make some comments, that they're happy that Silvera, case come to an end and he got 20 years and 10 months in prison. Yeah? But listen to me now. You see, if the woman movement of the PMP, if all of us could read the heart, mind, body, and soul, we know that they don't come out and say that with genuine heart. Yeah? We know that. We know that. So the PMP woman movement did not came out and say that with a genuine heart, that they're happy that Melissa Silvera family have get justice for the death, you understand, of their loved ones. Yeah? When Mr. Silvera killed his wife, put 3 shots up in her womb, we didn't hear anything, not even a word, a single word from the PMP woman movement for for Mrs. Silvera. The PMP did not come out and say a word, send condolences to the family of Mrs. Silvera. You understand what I mean? So for the PMP now to come and say that, listen, we're happy that Mr. Silvera have been charged. Yeah? Found guilty, have been charged and sentenced, right, to 20 years and 10 months in prison. They welcome the ruling. that is just for media. You understand what I mean? That is just for media. That is just for media. It's not genuine. It's not genuine. And if it was genuine, right, why the PMP women movement don't call on their leader, Mark Golding, to dismiss Mr. Silvera from the party? You see where I'm going? You see where I'm going? Why the PMP women movement, if it was so genuine, right, that they're welcoming the 20 years and 10 months for Mr. Silvera, why they don't call for Mark Golding to dispel, right, cancel his membership, right, expel him from the party, and tell him that he's no more welcome in the PMP? No, them now do that. Them now do that. So them do these things for media coverage. Media coverage, and many persons going to fall for it without thinking deep and wide. Yeah? That the PMP, criminal organization, woman movement, right, is playing games with, right, the Jamaican people and the public the public and large. Yes, I mean, the PMP can't frighten me. The PMP can't frighten me. Terry Wagwan. The PMP can't frighten me. Not at all. And then they just boy, we don't know. But me not look for anything from the PMP woman movement in this matter. I wasn't looking for it. And the fact that they came out and say something about it, you know, draw more speculation. Draw more speculation. But that is it, though. You know what I mean? That is it. Yeah? We get more particulars last night that the government of Jamaica have offered to the Cuban government many proposals, right? Many proposals. Because according to the Foreign Affairs Minister, Camilla Johnson Smith, and the government of Jamaica, they have realized that other Caribbean countries have offered to end the regime program in their country and offer to pay the Cuban doctors. Yeah? How about do that? The Cuban doctors, right? The whole pay, right? Yeah, man. So, these Caribbean countries is giving the Cuban doctors their own, all of the pay. All of the pay. While the Jamaican government is sending 20%, 80% of the Cuban doctors and nurses' pay to Cuba and giving them 20%. And the doctors and nurses' passport have been in the possession of the Cuban regime. So the government has said, listen to me. You have to give the one of the proposal that the government have give to the Cuban government is to give back the nurses and the doctors their travel documents. You understand what I mean? Give back the people their travel documents. Only since they are slavery are going in the Caribbean. No, since they are slavery. Eh? A modern day slavery are going. Yes, I mean. So the Jamaican government said, listen, one of the agreement is you need to give back the people them their passport. Give them back their travel documents. You understand what I mean? And we're going to end the program. And we're going to give the doctors and the nurses their full pay. We're not going to send no 20% to no regime at Cuba and give the doctor them 20%. You understand what I mean? And when you give the doctor those 20% in Jamaica, they work overtime. And those overtime go directly to the nurses and the doctors. Yeah? The overtime no go to Cuba. No, the overtime no go to Cuba. They get the overtime with the 20%. You understand what I mean? And listen to me. Some of them work the ass off to work that overtime to make up for that 80% that have been sent to Cuba. You understand what I mean? Listen to me, man. And listen to me good. Cuba reject Jamaican offer. You understand what I mean? Where's Wagwan? Cuba reject Jamaican offer. So my question is, why the Cuban government would accept the rest of the Caribbean offer, right? To pay the Cuban doctors and nurses their full salary, yeah, and other agreements we don't know of because of the rules and laws that govern those Caribbean countries. Yes, so they can't disclose certain things, yeah, based on the laws that govern in their countries, right? But we know of the payments for the nurses and doctors in those Caribbean countries. They receive all of their salaries. Some of them who don't want to go back to Cuba. You understand what I mean? Cuba reject Jamaica offer. Why? So Cuba believe that Jamaica obligated to them. Not because Jamaica have this program going on for 50 years. That means that Jamaica obligated to you, Cuba. You understand what I mean? Jamaica is not obligated to Cuba or Cubans. We're not obligated to them. And that is not to say, right, we're ungrateful as a country for the help that we get from the Cubans. No, we are not ungrateful and will never be ungrateful to Cuba for the help, right, of the Cubans. And I heard people talking about it's a shame and disgrace on the government, yeah, to do well with the program, yeah. But if you think deep and wide on how the world is changing right in front of our very eyes, we'll see a different thing. You understand what I mean? So, the Cubans say that they are rejecting the Jamaican offer. But my thing is, if the Cuban regime is saying to Jamaica, we are helping you for 50 years now, right? We help over millions of Jamaicans and other Caribbean countries, because many Caribbean countries, people from other Caribbean countries come to Jamaica to seek health care. So they help many outside Jamaica too, who came to Jamaica to seek health care. So if Cuba regime is saying to Jamaica, we have helped you, we are there for you. Yes, we understand that. Yeah, we understand that. But we cannot go down with you, Cuba. We have a country to run. The government have a country to run. And the government have to think about Jamaica first. Yeah? The regime in Cuba, right, from ever since, is thinking about themselves than the people of Cuba. Why I said that? Because if these people were thinking about the people of Cuba, they would never have Cuba under the bondage that they're having Cubans under. You understand what I mean? So the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness have to make a decision. Two roads before you, pick your choice. You want to stay with the program and let me give you an embargo like me put on Cuba. That's what you want? Yeah? Andrew Holness, the government, pick on a choice. You want to stick with Cuba, you want to stick with the regime. You understand what I mean? You want to go and stick to the regime in Cuba and let me put an embargo on you, Andrew. Yeah? And listen to me now. And listen to the scenario. We talked about it last night, but we talk about it again. Because it's not left in the news media. Right? So if the rest of the Caribbean countries, right, is ending the program, right? And Cuba decided that, all right, give us an alternative. And they give Cuba an alternative and Cuba accept it. Right? Jamaica said them going to end it. We give them alternative. They must say, boy, them not accept it. Right? And Jamaica say, all right, because of the softness of our heart, we're going to keep the regime program in Jamaica. Listen to me. America, F you. We are stick with Cuba. You understand what I mean? Me see them have a clip. The PMP have a clip with Mike and Manley circulating on social media. That if it was Mike and Manley would stand up to America. Yeah? Listen to me. The past, right, is not now. The past is not now. You understand what I mean? It's not now. So they can't say what they want to say. So if Jamaica decide that they're going to stick with Cuba, and America say, all right then, the worst of the Caribbean the worst of the Caribbean countries, right, do well with the program. Jamaica is sticking with Cuba. And America say, listen to me. Trump say, listen, embargo upon Jamaica. See him like Cuba. Nobody going to do business with Jamaica. And if anybody from within the Caribbean or out of the Caribbean do business with Jamaica, we're going to put an embargo upon them too. Can Cuba help Jamaica? Can Jamaica help Cuba? If the two countries, you will sanction them with embargo, can the two of them help each other? Because the two of them are going to end up, right, in the same circle. Nobody from outside going to help them. And that we want Jamaica to put themselves in? Do we need Jamaica to be in that position? And if you think deep and wide about it, you understand what I mean? These businesses in Jamaica, right? These businesses in Jamaica, if America should put embargo on Jamaica, all of these businesses, you know, have to close down when pressure reach them. You understand what I mean? All of them will have to close down. Some of them going to leave the country. How many hotels that we have in Jamaica owned by Jamaicans? How much? And if America should put an embargo on Jamaica, nobody is traveling to Jamaica. In our tourists, in our tourism sector, right? We get visitor. About 70% or 60% of our visitor came from America. You understand what I mean? And if America put an embargo on Jamaica, nobody is traveling to Jamaica to book these hotels and so forth. What will happen to it? What will happen to it, guys? You see, some people that is having this conversation, some people that is having this conversation, them not be true to themselves. Them not being true to themselves. You understand what I mean? We have to think, and we have to think these things through. Me say Dr. Dawes came out, the minister of the opposition spokesperson on health. You understand what I mean? Came out and make some statements. We trying to search to find back those statements. We can't find it. Why? Because they remove it from the media. Because they know what is going to come. They know what is going to come. You understand what I mean? Because if America ever get this clip to listen to from the opposition, Dr. Dawes, me sure say them going to take away his visa. And him don't want them take away his visa. Him don't want the American take away visa. So guess what? He asks the media to remove all of these clips. We cannot go down with Cuba. We have a country to run. The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace have a country to run. And people have to understand that. And is that all the time the government going to come out and explain to the public exactly what happened? You understand what I mean? Sometimes we must dig and do our research too. Sometimes that's what we are going to learn. Sometimes that's what we are going to learn. I have heard many persons saying that the government need to come out and the government need to explain it more clearer to the people of Jamaica what is taking place between Cuba and Jamaica. But sometimes we have to think. Critical thinking is very crucial. You understand what I mean? Everybody know. And they're not hide. Even when the government come out and say, boy, they might end the program. You not take your rocket science to find out that America pressure the Caribbean. America is pressuring the Caribbean to end this program. Because America is trying hard to see if they can stifle the regime in Cuba, not the people of Cuba. You understand what I mean? The people of Cuba is not the problem for America. It's not the problem. You understand what I mean? It's not the problem. The regime in Cuba, that's what the American government is targeting. Can you imagine? We're living 2026 and it seems like our Caribbean brothers and sisters, right? And in that seems, it is what it is. The Cuban government is using these people as slaves. Slaves. Human trafficking. That is what is taking place in plain sight. That is what is taking place. Because if you're going to send your nurses and your doctors to all over the world, right? Take the travel documents, take 80% of their salary, give them 20 to live on. Oh my God Almighty, man. Eh? That is modern day slavery. It's a pity. It's a pity it took so long for the world to find out what is taking place with this program in Cuba. A matter of fact, many have known of the program. Many know of it, but they keep silent. And it's very sad. It's very, very sad. You understand what I mean? But Cuba, one thing with Jamaica, we want to say to the Cuban people, Jamaica will never neglect Cuba or Cubans. You understand what I mean? We will stand by Cuba. We will stand by Cubans. will never neglect our Caribbean brothers and sisters. You understand what I mean? But the regime that is using the people of Cuba, that is what we are against in the Caribbean. Yeah? That is what we are against. And that is the reason why we are ending the program that is supporting the regime. You understand me? We are ending that program. So kudos to the Foreign Affairs Minister, Camilla Johnson Smith, and the government of Jamaica for ending this program. Yeah? End it completely. The government of Jamaica is offering, right, the Cuban doctors and the nurses, right, and the nurses citizenship in Jamaica. They're also offering contracts to the nurses and the doctors who is working in Jamaica. You understand what I mean? While some people will take it up. Yes, some people are going to take it up. But some people not going to take it up. Why? Because they have family in Cuba and they love their family and they want to go home back to Cuba. And they're afraid of the regime and aliving their family in Cuba. You understand what I mean? West, speak up yourself. Top up your life, guys, please. Yeah? Yeah, Rock, big up yourself. Thompson, big up yourself. You understand what I mean? Davey, big up yourself. No, I'm not Asian, I'm Jamaicans. So, guys, I'm happy that the government is doing things in private to make sure our Cuban nurses and doctors feel comfortable. Yeah? Feel comfortable. You see, one thing with Andrew, one thing with Dr. Wholeness, you see, him going to make decisions, right, that benefits Jamaica and Jamaicans. This man just to get up and just make decisions up, like many people want him to do. No, Andrew going to sit down, think about it, talk about it, yeah? See if he can come to any resolution with the matter. You understand what I mean? This man going to sit around a table, have the discussion, have the hard talk before he come to any decisions. And if the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wholeness, right? If this man did in any position to keep the program and it don't affect Jamaica and Jamaicans, I know that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wholeness and the Foreign Affairs Minister would keep the program in Jamaica. Because it helped Jamaica. It helped Jamaica. Yeah? And we also want to say to Dr. Christopher Tufton, yeah? Continue to do your hard work. Yeah? And looking out for the people of Jamaica. Because many people don't know that you went on a recruitment drive in the Philippines, in Ghana, in Nigeria, right? To seek nurses to replace those who don't want, those doctors and nurses that don't want to take up, right, citizenship in Jamaica. You are already making provision, right? You also, Christopher Tufton, make an appeal to our fellow Jamaicans in the diaspora to come home and serve their country, right? And believe you me, some people, right, did not take up the offer. But we can tell you people that we have 133 Jamaicans who is in the diaspora take up that offer to come back home to serve their country. And listen to me, these people are heroes. And we really want to say to our Jamaicans that is coming home, welcome. And we salute you guys for being a true Jamaicans. You understand what I mean? You guys are heroes. You understand what I mean? And the Jamaican government, believe you me, must put you guys as priority. Yeah? As a matter of fact, the entire health system, nurses and doctors must be treated special. But believe you me, you guys that is coming home to serve your brothers and sisters need to be congratulated, yeah, and celebrated. All of what you have learned across the world, yeah, coming back home with it will help the Jamaican health system tremendously. Tremendously. You understand what I mean? One of the things that the government and the Ministry of Health must focus on, right, is the customer service in the healthcare system. The thing is, it's not like Jamaica healthcare system is that bad. You understand? As how people are making it hard to. For us to have a healthcare system that is serving millions of Jamaicans free, Jamaica hospital is top tier to some hospital, even in America and Canada and England. You understand what I mean? The thing that is kind of giving Jamaican people a hard time is the customer care in the hospital. Let me tell you something. It's very crucial when a person is sick and go to a hospital and treated like they are not welcome in the hospital. Yeah? It make them worse as sick, man. I'm telling you. It make them worse as sick. But if a person turn up to you in the hospital not feeling well, right? By giving that person, right, real customer care service, may I tell you, say, by the customer care service alone, she start to feel okay. And let me tell people, me say by the customer service alone, make your thought feel good. Yes, I mean, because you say to yourself, say, oh my God, these people are really nice. You know? Well, and it's not only in the hospital alone, It's not only in the hospital alone. But we are talking about the healthcare system right now. Yes, I mean? But customer service needed all across government agencies. And the government of Jamaica must make sure, right, that these people that they have at the front desk and these people that people see every day, you know what I mean? They train over and over and over and over again in customer service. It can't be a one-time thing. It can't be a one-time thing. Because one thing with Jamaicans, we have an aggressive nature. You know what I mean? That is in our DNA. We have aggressive personality, right? And when you give these people training one time, it can't work one time. It can't work. You have to continually giving them every other month, every quarter, every 6 months. You understand? Continue to drill in them how crucial, how vital customer service is in the healthcare system. You understand what I mean? Guys, if you're new, welcome to Jamaica 87. And remember, you're at the right place. Don't leave without subscribing to the YouTube channel. Don't leave without turn on the notification bell. That whatever time I uploaded a video, you will be the first one to be notified. Guys, if you're not a subscriber, I will ask you to do the same. Subscribe to Jamaica 87. For those who on the For You page, I'm asking you, please, may I beg, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and support your boy, Jamaica 87. You understand what I mean? Please, Edwards, big up yourself. Wellington, big up yourself. Guys, the Jamaican government, led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, he's going to put Jamaica first. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that Jamaica government and Prime Minister, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, going to put Jamaica first. I heard the PMP out here talking a lot about the program, right, that is ending, and how if it was Michael Manley would keep the program, right, and dismiss America. Yes, stand up to America. You understand what I mean? One thing I am very happy for, right, is the maturity of the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and his cabinet. Yeah, I am very happy. And I am very happy also that the PMP criminal organization is not in power at this time. If the PMP is behaving this way in opposition, right? If they're behaving this way in opposition, if they were in government and behaving this ignorant, right? Jamaica today will never be the same. You hear me, I tell you? Jamaica would never be the same today. A matter of fact, Jamaicans would end up in many borders right now, knocking on other countries' door for them to letting them in. If it was the PMP in power, Jamaica needs some scholarship for health care workers. The younger people need something to encourage their interest healthcare. Watson, this government, led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and Christopher Tufton, the health minister, the health minister have created a scholarship fund for nurses that want to specialize. Yeah? And many nurses in Jamaica have took up this scholarship and they have been trained. Yeah? And listen, in the contract, it stated that they have to come back home, yeah? And they have to give the government certain years of service before they can think of leaving Jamaica to take up any work in other countries. Yeah? So it is in place. It is in place. Yeah? And we want to thank God that we have a visionary leader, yeah, in the health sector and as our leader. You understand what I mean? Well done by Christopher Tufton. We send people to China to specialize. We send people all over in Cuba, many places to train to be specialized nurses. Yeah, based on the scholarship that Christopher Tufton has set up. Yeah, man, that is very, very good of Christopher Tufton. Believe you me, one thing I admire about the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness ministers, yeah, the focus, and they always think out the box, the creative, yeah, especially Dr. Christopher Tufton. When Christopher Tufton talk about the low birth rate in Jamaica, many scoff at him. When the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness talk about the birth rate that is falling in Jamaica, many want to condemn him about the birth rate in Jamaica. But it's a conversation that we need to have. Because 50% research show that 50% of the world, right, is having lower birth rate. And if 50% of all countries around the world is having low birth rate, what's going to happen to the future? The research have also shown that by 2100, right, 90 to 97% of these countries, right, would reach on replacement level. So can you imagine Can you imagine? Jamaica is seen, thank God, a massive reduction in crime and violence. If Jamaica was to continue the 1,500 a year, right? People dying, and we're not having as much baby being born. What's going to happen to Jamaica future? What's going to happen? A matter of fact, in some countries right now, right, they are drafting policies, right? They are making provisions for these women to start to give birth. Yeah, because they need their population to grow. They are helping their citizens. They are supporting the families. Yeah, and that is one of the things that the government need to look at. If it's getting worse, you know what I mean? Thanks for the information and welcome. Cuba happy Jamaica for a long. Cuba happy Jamaica for a long. JLP asking for health workers to come forward to Jamaica. Me don't understand what you say, Charlie. Me don't understand what you say. Owens, big up yourself. Them PMP is either stupid or liars. Boy, me not know. You know. You see, sometimes the PMP just get up, and just talk, for talking sake, Believe you me, majority of the PMP them, right? Them just get up and them just talk. Them not really work out things. Yeah? Them not really work out things and think deep and wide in what they're saying. Real whatever shit, they know not what to go be. Rampage, me not understand what you say. Me not understand what you say. But guys, we're happy that we have the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness as our leader. You understand what I mean? He's looking out for the best interest of our Jamaican people and Jamaica. And believe you me, we can't be ungrateful to the Andrew. To Andrew, we'll never be ungrateful to him. Believe you me, because he's doing what we want him to do for the country. You understand what I mean? Yes, the man do what he have to do. Listen to me. If Andrew ever put up any resistance to America in this matter, Jamaica doom. Want to think about it now, guys? Those who on social media talking that Andrew must not end the program, want to think about it for a second. If all the Caribbean countries, right, come together and say, listen to me, we are going to stand up with Cuba and we now going to end the program. Right? And America said, all right, listen to me. All I know is stand up for Cuba. We are going to put an embargo on everyone I know. You understand what I mean? Everyone I know. No countries from outside can help you know. You understand what I mean? And who can't help no country on the outside either. How we are going to manage as a Caribbean? How we are going to manage? Some people say last night say we must turn to farming. Yes, turn to farming. But we have a problem within the Caribbean. We have a problem within the Caribbean. Because it's not every Caribbean countries right now trade with each other. A matter of fact, some of these countries in the Caribbean don't want the other Caribbean fellow brothers and sisters enter their country. So how we take a work? Gonna tell me how we take a work? If every Caribbean country decided that they're going to come together and stand up with Cuba, and America say, all right, we don't stand up with Cuba regime, but we put on one embargo upon all around them. You don't tell me in the comment section, though, guys. You just tell me how these Caribbean countries going to function. How they going to function? And it's really sad, though, you know. It's really sad. These Caribbean countries, you know, right, do business with America and heavily, you know, heavily. I mean, I want to check the imported bill in these countries. How much they have imported in their country from America. They do business with America heavily. So can you imagine the fallout that these people would come under? Eh? I mean, I don't know. Me don't know, brother. Me don't know. But you see, the Caribbean countries, them. I said, boy, listen to me. We are in the program. We are in the program. And they don't, and they well know why they are ending the program. You understand what I mean? Jamaica late. Some of them already ended. Jamaica late. But we are happy that Jamaica finally made the decision to end this program and choose Jamaica first. Yeah, we choose Jamaica first, boy. Trust me. Get the live to 50k likes. Guys, please, no man, me I beg you, oh God Almighty, man. Wanna give me 50k likes, man? How vex? Blair, wagwan. Eh? Guys, you can't bring me to 50k likes, man. Wagwan, me people. Don't bring me to 50k likes, man. But listen to me now, guys. Listen to me now. Can somebody call Mark Golding? Big up yourself, Richard. Can somebody call Mark Golding for me this morning? Because I cannot understand what is taking place with the British Citizen Slave Master Swampy Mark Golding. Right? Mark Golding have a lot of woman beater in his party. Yeah? Because we have seen where the Sylvia matter came out. We have seen Dwayne Vaz came out. We have seen Donovan Mitchell came out. We have seen another one from Canada came out. And yesterday, we have seen another one in Louisiana came out. Mark Golding come to the front of the line. Because I don't know why the PMP is attracting so many women abusers. Eh? Can you give us a breakdown, Mark Golding, what is taking place in the PMP criminal organization? Why the PMP, right, is attracting so many women abusers? And why the PMP, for God's sake, don't like women? Oh, God Almighty, man, come on, man. Eh? Why the PMP don't like women? I don't know. You understand what I mean? Woman is the future, the beginning, and the end. You understand what I mean? Eh? Woman is the future, the beginning, and the end. So how could the PMP, criminal organization men, don't like women? You understand what I mean? Mark Golding, all know we don't see you take no action against these persons that have been abusing our women. Yeah? And all know you know come out and say nothing to the public, Mark Golding, about these matters, especially your umbrella man, your close friend. Yeah? We don't hear you come out and say nothing back. Lord God Almighty, Mark. Listen to me. This is not good for you, Mark. This is not good for you, Mark Golding. And I heard some people within your circle say that you're going to go up against the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness in 2030. Mark, let me tell you from now, yeah? If you're considering to go up against the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness in 2030, forget about it, Mark. Forget about it. Yeah? I heard the Minister of Justice sometime in last year said that you Mark Golding is committing a political suicide. Yeah? You would be committing, Mark Golding, a political suicide if you go against the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness in 2030. And this is why, Mark Golding, yeah? You, Mark Golding, have been going around the country talking about, I'm a man of integrity. Yeah? You is a man of honesty. Huh? That's what you keep on saying, Mark Golding. And your supporters have been saying the same thing, Mark Golding, that Marky G is a man of integrity. But Mark, Nadine Sutherland sing a song, right? And one of the chorus go like this: action, not a bag about, Mark. Only thing you have a mouth. Right. Mark Golding, the Jamaican people have come to the conclusion that only thing you have, Mark Golding, is mouth, bag of mouth, and nothing else. No action behind it, Mark Golding. Why you say that? Because, Mark, we have seen so much corruption happen under your leadership, Mark. And remember, you guys are in opposition, Mark Golding. And if you guys can do these things in opposition and get away with it, what would you do, Mark Golding, if you were in government? Mark Golding, we have seen the whole heap of corruption. We have seen all of these supporters and members of parliament who is abusing our women. And you guys came out, sorry guys, and say nothing about it. You, Mark Golding, came out and say nothing and do nothing about it. Let me tell you about integrity, Mark Golding. Let me tell you about integrity. If it was under the leadership, or if any of the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, MPs, right, get caught in any unscrupulous things, right, and you don't have to ask them for their resignation, yeah, and you don't have to ask them to step away, step aside, yeah, these guys know that they have to step aside because they know what the Jamaica Labour Party stand for, and they know what the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness stand for, Mark Golding. Yeah? So you Mark Golding, trying to bring down Andrew. Say Andrew don't have no integrity. Yeah? No integrity, Mark Golding. Mark Golding, my question to you this morning, out of you, right, based on your action over the years, right, Mark? Out of you and the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, which one of you, Mark Golding, you would say have more integrity? Talk the truth, Mark. Mark, talk the truth, speak the truth and speak it ever. Cost it what it will, Mark Golding. You understand? Many going to be offended, Mark. Yeah? But if you are being true to yourself, Mark Golding, you cannot choose yourself as a man of integrity, Mark. You understand me? You have to go with the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Mark have so much opportunity to show the Jamaica people that he is, right, a man of integrity. You understand me? Mark Golding have the opportunity times and times and times again to take action against these people who have find themselves in corruption. Right? Look at Dennis Garden. Yesterday, a big report came out on Dennis Garden because the glean and the propaganda machinery for the PMP have managed to find themselves with a receipt from custom, with the UHWI, where they use the UHWI to purchase 12 dialysis machine for his hospital, private hospital, right? To escape from not paying taxes on these equipments. Furnitures, right? They use the UHWI to buy furnitures for the hospital jack then, right? The hospital use the hospital. But the name on the receipt is 18 3/4 Hope Road. The hospital, the UHWI hospital is not on 18 3/4 Hope Road. What you find on 18 3/4 Hope Road, Jack then. You understand what I mean? And Mark Golding still have this man serving on committee in the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. He still have him in parliament on committees. This man sit in parliament without no regards for the Jamaican people. And you want to come tell us about integrity, Mark? You is the last person to talk about integrity as a leader. I've never seen a worse opposition leader in the history of Jamaica. Mark Golding go down as the worst opposition leader in the history of Jamaica. Uno tell me which other opposition leader uno see like Mark Golding. Uno tell me. I've never seen it. You understand what I mean? How much millions have been thieved in the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation? Billions of dollars. And Mark Golding, before Mark Golding sat Mr. Scott in the St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, Mark Golding elevate him and send him go to St. Elizabeth to run against Franklin Witter. Right? And in his pursuit to become members of parliament on election day, him thump one lady in her mouth. Is that a laughing matter? Is that a laughing matter? Before Mark Golding sat him and said, listen, step aside. Let the FID and MOCA do the investigation. And when they finish the investigation, if they come up with nothing, yeah? If they come up with nothing, you play the penalty. But if they don't find anything, you can go back as the mayor. Right? No, Mark Golding reward him. And he find himself in a worse hot water down here in St. Elizabeth on election day. Box the lady. Even the lady glasses. Right? Left from her face, gone over way, mash up completely. Why the PMP criminal organization don't like women? Mark Golding get the opportunity. Mark Golding get the opportunity to say to Andrew Swaby in the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. Step aside. Let them do the investigation. Because we have heard you on camera saying where thieving money must go, for where thieving money must not go. And where you have interest and where you take up taxpayer money to pay down on criminals in the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. Mark Golding did nothing about it. You understand what I mean? Listen to me, man. Boy, I tell you, that said the world no level. And he really no level. You understand what I mean? Because when you see the non-action, right? It's such a term, yeah, of the watchdog groups in Jamaica, sometimes you have to really wonder. Because I know that if it was the Jamaica Labour Party who find themselves in such a position, yeah, every day, you would hear the watchdog groups coming out condemning the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. Yeah? And the Jamaica Labour Party. Oh, God. Hey, guys, God have mercy. Here, God have mercy on the PMP. God have mercy on the PMP. But we don't want Mark Golding, right? If Mark Golding is planning on running in 2030, we're going to ask the PMP not to, yeah? Because we don't want, right, the police to charge the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party for cruelty. You understand what I mean? We don't want it. So we're going to ask the PMP to remove Mark Golding, yeah? Move Mark Golding, move the risers, and send a new batch of politicians, yeah, that want to serve Jamaica to run in 2030. You understand what I mean? So the big up on yourself, people. That is it for today. You understand what I mean? Join me tonight. Yeah, join me. while we have some more discussion. Yeah, what I say? Don't big up on yourself. Have a great morning, great night, great afternoon. Yeah? Wherever time zone you are watching from. Don't big up on yourself, and we soon again. Wes, big up yourself, my friend. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Blair, big up yourself. Rampage, big up yourself. Owen, big up yourself. Charlie, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Sunset, big up yourself. Mm. Big up yourself, Edwards. Jay, big up yourself. Nelson, big up yourself. David, big up yourself. Thompson, big up yourself. So now big up on yourself, everybody. Big up on yourself. Roger, big up yourself. Rock, big up yourself. And we soon again later, guys.